Okay, so I'm again starting up from the scratch level. Just just brushing up the things. Then we'll move further. Okay. So as we know that Azure Data Engineering. So Azure Data Engineering. So is nothing but what, guys? The Azure Data Engineering. It's a bunch of cloud services. Am I right? It is a bunch of cloud services. Yes, guys. It's a bunch of cloud services. So that means many cloud services are here or interacted available into this Azure Data Engineering. And what is Azure Data Engineering, guys? So Azure stands for what? Azure is nothing but it is a name used by the Microsoft. Am I right? Azure is the name used by the Microsoft. Azure is the name used by the Microsoft, actually. Okay. Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. Like we have any other brand. Okay, like we have any other brand. That is nothing but marketing with a different name. Okay, marketing with a different name. That is nothing but we can also say, guys, here you have a there's more supermarket is there, which is owned by the Birla Group. Am I right? So Birla, what they are doing, they're selling their grocery stores with the name called what? More. So in the same way, you have what is it, guys? Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. The cloud services, they're selling it. Okay, they're selling the cloud services with the name called what? Azure. And data stands for what? The normal information, guys. Without data, nothing is there. So hence you can say data is nothing but what, guys? Information. Then we have what's it? Engineering. So as we know, engineering stands for what, guys? Application of techniques. So using this engineering, we can apply the techniques on the data. Okay, techniques on data by using the Microsoft Azure. So overall, we can say, guys, we are using the Microsoft Azure to apply the techniques on the data, to apply the techniques on the data. So hence, this is nothing but what? A bunch of cloud services. So what are the cloud services we have it, guys? Everyone, I'm just giving it here. The following are the cloud services we have it, guys. What is that? The first one is called as the ADF, which is nothing but what? Azure Data Factory. And then we have what is it, guys? ADB, which stands for Azure Databricks. And then we can say, guys, Synapse, Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks. Then we have the Synapse. Okay, guys. Then after the Synapse, you have what's it, guys? Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks. We have Synapse. And then we have the Fabric, Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks, Synapse, Fabric, and then we have also, guys, ADF, ADB, Synapse, Fabric. We can say we have the AI, guys. What is it? AI. AI. What is it? Artificial intelligence. Okay, guys. So just showing. Okay, guys. So we have also, guys, ADF, ADB, Synapse, Fabric, and AI. That is called as what? Artificial intelligence. So these are all. What are this? These are all the services. These are all called as what, guys? Services. These are called as what, guys? Basically, these are the services, guys. These are the services. These are the services which is provided under the Azure Data Engineering. But now, guys, as we know, using these services, what are the tasks we can perform it, guys? We can perform the following task. What is that? The first one we can say, guys, data migration. Okay, then we have what's it, guys? We can perform the data integration, data migration, data integration. Then we have what's it, guys? Data summarization, data migration, data integration, data summarization, and then we have what's it, guys? Data visualization. So we have the following. What is it, guys? The following are the, yes, guys, the following are the, can you see it? The following are the tasks we can perform it by using the Microsoft Azure Data Engineering. That is nothing but called as what? Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and data visualization. Okay, guys. So this we already, okay, these tasks, whatever we have already discussed it yesterday. Now I will go ahead with the further process, guys. Everyone. Okay. So now, guys, okay. So everyone is clear now. Azure Data Engineering is a bunch of cloud services, and these are all the cloud services we have it. Many more are there. So I have listed few. And using these services, we can perform the following task. What is it? Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and data visualization. That's it, guys. So these are all the tasks we can perform it. Now, the next one, guys. What is that? The whole story of Azure Data Engineering. The whole story of the Azure Data Engineering starts from where, guys? The whole story of the Azure Data Engineering. It starts from where? Everyone. The whole story of the Azure Data Engineering. It starts from where? It starts from the accumulation of data. That means what, guys? Gathering of the data, guys. That is called as what? Gathering of the data. That is called as what, guys? Gathering of the data. Gathering of the data. So let's say here, data. So the whole story starts from what is data. That is, without the data, guys, without the data, everyone, without the data, nothing is possible. Anyways, okay, we must and should have, okay, we must and should have data. We must and should have, what is it, guys? Data. We must and should have, what is it, guys? Data. So let's try to see this, guys. We must and should have the data. So what is that, guys? We must and should have the data. So what is data? Data is nothing but, as you know, information is also called as data. Am I right? Information is also called as what? Data. So now tell me, from where do you get this data? Everyone. Yeah, any idea, guys? From where do you get the data? Yes, everyone.
From different systems, from different vendors.
Yes, obviously the data we get it from the different various, what's it, source of data space. We can say we can get the data from the various source of information. So what are the source of information we can have, guys? The following are the source of information we can have. What are those, guys? The first one we can say, guys, the first one, the following are the source of information we can have. What are those? The first one is called as what, guys? The first one, the following are the source of information we have it. What is that? The first one is called as what? Social networking sites, guys. Social networking sites. That means we can get the data from the social networking sites. What are the social networking sites we have it, guys? Everyone, we know it very well. So the first one we can say it as what, guys? Facebook, Facebook, comma. Okay, guys. Okay, we have what's it, guys? Facebook. Then we have what's it, guys? Insta. Yeah, Insta. Then we have X, which we previously used to call it as a Twitter. Now it is X. And then we can also have, what is it, guys? WhatsApp. WhatsApp. Okay, Facebook, Insta, Twitter or X. Okay, WhatsApp. And then we have, what's it, guys? The another one, what is it? You have it? WhatsApp is there. So even we can say Snapchat. These all are what? Social networking sites. Am I right? Where these sites generate what, guys? Data. Am I right or not? They generate what's it, guys? Data. And this data is called as what? This data is called as what? Or this data type is what? Massive in nature. Massive in nature. That means very huge data it will generate. Am I right? It will generate huge data. But actually, the whole thing which is not basically dependent on this social networking sites. We have many other sources also there from where we can expect the data. What are those, guys? We can also say, guys, data or the information, whatever we have it, data or the information, we can get it from what, guys? We can get it from the banking applications. Am I right? And now, where does this banking application are used basically? The banking applications are used at the banks, guys. Am I right, everyone? The banking applications are used at the bank level. The banking applications are used at the banks, guys, are used at the banks. The banking applications are used at the banks. Okay. So what are the banks we can have, guys? Okay. So any bank, okay, any kind of a bank where you have what's it, guys? Where we can have the data. So we can say this data, which is generated at the banking level, it is also referred as what? Huge volume of data, huge volume of data, guys. That means what? Massive amount of data. That is called as what? Huge volume of data. That is called as what? Huge volume of data. Then apart from this, guys, what's that? Huge volume of the data. Again, we have what's that, guys? Data or information. Data or information, guys. Data or the information. So we can get the data or the information, guys. We can get the data or the information from what is that? Okay, the very important source, which we call it as what, guys? Live streaming process. So what do you mean live streaming process, guys? Live streaming process is nothing but, guys, live streaming process is nothing but basically you can say the live streaming process is nothing but suppose you have stock market is there where you get the data every minute. Once the stock market starts, guys, the values keeps on fluctuating. The values keeps on fluctuating. Am I right or not, everyone? The values keeps on fluctuating. The values keeps on radiating. Am I right? So every minute, every minute and every hour, the value keeps on changing. The value will, the stock value will come up, will go up and come down as well as parallelly it goes. In the same way, you have what's it is cricket matches there. Live cricket match. We can say what's it is live cricket match. So now the live cricket match also what happens there? The score will be okay. Live cricket match, the score will be recorded. Am I right? The score will be recorded. The score will be recorded here, guys. Am I right? The score will be recorded. And what are the things? The score will keeps on going up. Am I right? The score will keeps on going up. And in the same way, you will have run rate, all this is recorded parallelly. Am I right or not? So we can say, guys, so this the data which you can capture it in the from the live process is called as what? Live streaming data. You can get the data here. So whereas this kind of a data is called as what, guys? Big data. So guys, overallly, we can say whether you, okay guys, whether you, okay, whether you say it's a big data or whether you say it's a huge volume of the data, guys, whether you say it is a big data or the huge volume of the data or massive amount of data, all are one or the same, guys, nothing else. Okay. So all are what? One or the same. But these are not only the sources of data. We can have many more other sources as well. Okay. We can also have what's it, guys? Many other sources as well. We have what is that? Many other sources of data as well. Okay, guys. We can have what? Many other sources of data as well. That's it. We can have what? Many other sources of data as well. So what are the other sources we can expect here, guys? I will tell you. We can also say, guys, we also get the data or the information, guys. We also get the data or the information. We also get the data or the information from what's it, guys? Human generated data. It can be human generated data. That means you and me generate some data. Human generated data. And apart from this, guys, and also machine also generates the data. So guys, what is machine generated data? The data which is generated by the machine. That is nothing but suppose your Xerox machine is there. The Xerox machine has the data. No? It generates the data. Am I right? It prints a copy. For printing the copy, it captures. So basically, such kind of thing is called as what, guys? Machine generated data. The data which is generated by the human being or the data which is generated by the machinery is called as what? Big data. It can also be, what's that type of big data you can say. And then you can say, guys, the data which we get it from the IoT sensors, where these sensors are nothing but, guys, these sensors captures the following. What is that? It captures the speed, okay, wind speed, okay, then it can capture the temperature, it can capture the pressure, etc. So these are all the things which are basically, okay, which can be captured here whenever we use this. Okay, guys, whenever we use this, whenever we use this data. So that means these are some of the sources, guys, from where we can expect the data. Apart from this, we have many more sources. I'm just listing a few, guys, because all we cannot list it here. So I'm listing out few from where we can expect the data, guys. So this is called as what? Big data, guys. This is called as what? Big data. Okay. So now, guys, as you already know, big data means what, guys? Big data means what? Big means what, guys? Everyone. Big means what? Huge, na? The word I'm using big means what? Huge. Data means what, guys? Information. Am I right? Now you can say huge information. That means what? Massive amount of information. That is called as what? Huge information. That is called as what? Massive amount of information. Okay. So we can say huge information. That is called as what? Massive amount of information. Huge information is nothing but what, guys? Massive amount of information is called as what? Huge information. Whereas this information or this big data, basically, guys, big data is classified into three categories. What are those, guys? Basically, everyone, basically the big data is classified into three categories. What are those, guys? The first one we can say, guys, structured data. Structured data. And the second one we call it as what? Semi-structured data. Structured data, semi-structured data, and then we have what's it, guys? Unstructured data. Unstructured data. We have what's it, guys? Structured data is there, semi-structured data is there, and as well as the unstructured data is there, guys. Basically, the big data is classified into three categories. What are those? The first one we can say it as what, guys? Structured data. And the second one we can say it as what, guys? Semi-structured data. Semi-structured data. And the next one we can say, guys, unstructured data. So these are the varieties of data we can have: structured, semi-structured, and as well as unstructured data. Structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. So now, guys, first of all, let us see what is a structured data. Structured data is nothing but the data which is kept in a proper structured format, that is in the form of a table. That is in the form of what is it, guys? Table. So you know already what is a table now? A table is nothing but, guys, it's a collection of what? Rows and columns. The table is a collection of what, guys? Rows and columns. The table is a collection of what? Rows and columns. This is called as what, guys? Structured data. This is called as what? Structured data, guys. The table is a collection of what? Rows and columns. So this is called as what, guys? So structured data. It is called as what? Structured data. It's a collection of what? Rows and columns. It's a collection of what, guys? Rows and columns. So this is called as what? Structured data. It is called as what, guys? Structured data. So for example, I can say here, everyone, employees. This is the name of the table, guys. This is the name of the table. So now I'm just giving the columns here. What are the columns? I'm using name, ID, salary, job, department, number. These are the things we have it. So now I'm just filling the values here. Can you see here, guys? So I'm using it here, everyone. Alien is the name. ID number is something like this. Salary is 50,000. Job is software engineer. Department number is 10. And then you have the next one, guys. SSC, that is senior software engineer. And then you have the next one, guys. Can you see it? Carol. So guys, I can use the TL. 30 is a department. Now guys, this is a table. Where this table is the collection of what, guys? Can you tell me, everyone? This data, this table is the collection of what, everyone? It's the collection of, yes, guys, columns and rows. Am I right? It's the collection of what, guys? Rows and columns. It's a collection of what? Rows and columns. So here you can say, here we can say, guys, it's a collection of rows and columns. It's a collection of what? Rows and columns. These are nothing but columns. And these are called as what, guys? Rows. So we can say, how many columns, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 columns and 3 rows. Am I right, everyone? This is called as what? 5 columns and 3 rows ultimately. So where you have the data here, that should go. Okay. 5 columns and 3 rows. That should. Okay. See here, guys. These are the columns only, no? These are the columns only. Okay, guys. So you have what is it? Name, ID, salary, job, and department number. That's it. So this is nothing but what? Called as what? Structured data. Now, if you look into this data, you can understand this data or not, everyone? Please tell me. Yes, guys. Can you understand this data or not? Yes, very much. You can understand this data very much, guys. Am I right? We can understand this data very much. So hence, this is called as what, guys? Everyone. This is called as what, guys? Structured data. It is called as what? Everyone, structured data. A structured data is a data which the user can understand it very flexibly. Which the user can understand it what? Very flexibly. This is called as what, guys? Structured data. And then you have what's it, guys? Then you have what's it, guys, everyone? Semi-structured data. What is a semi-structured data, everyone? So what is actually, if you understand the structured data, you will understand the semi-structured data very easily, guys. Yeah. If you understand the structured data, semi-structured data, you will understand it very easily. So now tell me, what do you mean by structured, everyone? The data which is kept in the proper form of rows and columns, ready to use data is called as what, guys? Structured data. Ready to use data is called as what, guys? Everyone? Structured data. Am I right? Ready to use data is called as what, guys? Structured data. Ready to use data is called as what, guys? Structured data. And then we have what's that, guys? Ready to use data. That means the data is already kept in a proper form and it is ready to use is called as what? Structured data. Then we have what's that, guys? Semi-structured data. What is my semi-structured data, guys? The data which is not fully ready to use, but still the user can understand this data. But still the user can understand this data. That is called as what, guys? Semi-structured data. So what is semi-structured data? Semi-structured data is nothing but the data which is kept not in a proper form, but still the user can understand this data. That is called as what? Semi-structured data. So now the semi-structured data is nothing but, guys, everyone. So the data which is recorded in the form of, yes, the data which is recorded in the form of the following file formats. The data which is recorded in the following file formats. What are the file formats, guys? We can say JSON file format. We can say XML file format. We can say, guys, we can say HTML file format. These are all called as what, guys? These are all called as what? Semi-structured data. So the data which is recorded in the proper form of what's it, guys? The data which is recorded in the proper form of what, everyone? The data which is recorded in the proper form of what? Rows and columns. Sorry, that is called as what? Structured data. The data which is recorded in the form of a JSON files or in the form of a HTML file is called as what, guys? Is called as what? Semi-structured data. Is called as what, guys? Semi-structured data. So now let us try to understand, everyone, what is the semi-structured data you have it. So when we talk about the JSON, guys, JSON stands for what, everyone? The JSON stands for Java Script Object Notation File. Okay. Now we can say what's it, guys? JavaScript Object Notation File. We can say, guys, JavaScript Object Notation File. So we can say what's it, guys? The name of the JSON stands for what? JavaScript Object Notation File. JavaScript Object Notation File, guys. JavaScript Object Notation File. So we can say what is it? JavaScript Object Notation File. So we can say JavaScript Object Notation File. So the data here is recorded in the form of, everyone. The data here in the JavaScript Object Notation File is recorded in the form of what, guys? Key value pair. First of all, in the curly braces, and then it is recorded in the form of what? Key value pair. Key colon value pair. Okay. Key value pair. The data is recorded in the form of what? Key value pair. Now, guys, I will write this data in the JSON. Which data? The data, whatever we have captured here, this data I will write it in the JSON format. So as you know, the data within the JSON file format is recorded in the form of what, guys? Key value pair. So this is called as a opening key and this is called as a closing key, guys. Both the keys, okay? Opening key and what? Closing key. So the first opening key, what is it you have it? Name is the first key. Colon. Okay, guys. Always make sure the keys are kept in the double quotes, guys. Name colon. And then you have what's that, guys, everyone? Name colon. So what is the value of the name, guys? The first value of the name is what, guys, everyone? The first value of the name is what? Alan. So I can say Alan. That's it now. So use a comma. The next one. What is the next one you have it, guys, everyone? What is the next one you have it? ID. So ID is also the key. But the value you have it as what? Numeric value. So numeric value will not be captured in the quotes. It will be kept normally. Then, even though it's a numeric data, that is nothing but the column name is captured under the double quotes. Okay, guys. So again, we want to get salary. So use a colon. What is the value you have it? 50,000 is the value. Then the next one, what is it you have it, guys, everyone? So can you see here, everyone? So I'm using the colon and then you have the job, guys. Job stands for what? Yeah, job. You have the job as what, guys? Software engineer. So I can use SC here. That's it, guys, SC. And then you have what's it, guys? Department number. Department number. So what is the department number? You have it. 10 is the department number. Now finally, the first row is completed now. Close the code. Close this. This is called as what, guys? One JSON document. It is called as what, guys? One JSON document. Everyone, one JSON document. So this is called as what, guys? Semi-structure. So you can understand this data, but still not fully. Am I right? But not fully. You can understand this data, but not fully. Am I right? So you wanted to write the second row here. So when you want to write the second row, what is the pattern you have it, guys? When you want to write the second row, everyone, when you want to write the second row, simply use a comma outside this brace. You have to write the comma here. And now you can finally write the data. What is the second value you have it? Yeah, guys, Bobby. Then you have what's it, guys? 433. Then you have what's it, guys? 60,000. SSC. Department number 20. But here you have one more line is there now. So I'm using one more comma here. One more comma. I'm just pasting it here. Just a minute, everyone. So guys, here you have it. Just use it. Now the third line. So what is the third line you have it, guys? Everyone, can you tell me? Carl is the third line.
Department number is having extra bases.
Which one? That might be by mistake. That is the by mistake thing you might have. Okay, that's it. So you have what's it, guys? Carol, and then you have what's it, guys? 634, and then you have what's it, guys? 65,000. Then here you can say, guys, TL and department number is 30. This is the one. So the whole data is completed here. So this is how we can write the data in the JSON file format, everyone. That's it. Okay, guys. JSON file format. This is the data we write it in the JSON file format. That is called as what? JavaScript object notation file. So likewise, you also have the data. Okay, we can also have the data in what's it, guys? We can also have the data in what's it? We can also have the data in the XML format, HTML format. That anyways, I will tell you in the next session. Okay, guys, what is the XML format, what is the HTML format, etc. We have it. Okay, so I'm telling you all these type of data because we are going to deal with all this data, guys. As a data engineer, we must and should know all this data, guys. That is the reason we are discussing all this. Okay, so any other questions, guys, apart from this? Yeah, everyone. Any other questions, guys?
How long
So,
is this course, sir?
so this course will take the 90 days.
And daily 1 hour?
Yeah, daily 1 hour.
Monday to Friday or even weekends also.
Yeah, sometimes on Saturdays.
Okay.
So, but as it's a very vast, this one you have it. So what we have done it parallelly. I'm starting up the multiple things. That is nothing but we will go in this pattern. Suppose in this 7 a.m. we are starting ADF now. So again, 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. we'll have ADB parallel batch. So parallelly, you can learn two different, this one ADF in 7 to 8, ADB in 8 to 9. Okay, then Synapse in 9 to 10. So that the whole process will be completed in 1 month. That is also possible here. Okay. So if not, you have the same pattern. First, we'll complete the ADF, then we'll complete the ADB, then we'll go with the Synapse. But this will take 90 days time to complete it, guys. Because data engineering is a huge subject, guys. It is not a small and a shortcut subject where you can do it very flexibly. So that is the reason basically you have 3 months and plus project and all these things. If you calculate it, it will be more 10 days. So 100 days it will be. So that's the reason I'm just, to complete it in 1 month, I'm just going in this way. Okay. So that's it, guys, for the day here. And rest of the things will continue tomorrow. Tomorrow, the same time, guys, 7 o'clock only. Okay, everyone. And tomorrow also, you will have the same link, guys. There will be no change in the link. Okay.
Is
So,
it the
any,
second class, sir?
yeah, today is the second class.
Okay.
And meanwhile, guys, if you want, you can refer. I'll give you my direct, this one that is nothing but I have my own channel. So I'm using at the rate the cloud innovative. This is my channel, YouTube channel. So you can see my more videos there, everyone. And okay, you can also contact me, okay, here directly if you want. This is my direct number, guys. This is my direct number, so you can contact me directly. This is my number as well, okay? So if you wish, this is the YouTube one. This is a YouTube channel. And
Sir, in case like, do we directly go with ADB if we don't have such knowledge like ADF and Synapse?
no issues, you can go with that. That's not a problem. You can directly go with it because the ADB we are going to see it with the PySpark basically. We are going to see the ADB with the PySpark. So I will tell you what is PySpark, then we'll move on with the Databricks. So hence you'll not have any problem. So just if you want, you can see basically these are some YouTube. This is my channel. You will have many videos there. You'll get an overview pattern of how the things works there. What are the things you have it. So you can have it here, guys. Okay. You can see the channel as well. Okay. So this is my own channel. We have it. I've just posted in the chat box as well. Okay. So you can just copy this and take this YouTube channel. And I'm also available on this number. If you have any doubt, you can contact me anytime. Okay. Regarding this, that's it, guys. Yeah, please tell me. Any other question? Yeah.
What is the prerequisites for this course?
So basically, when we talk about the prerequisites, Python, PySpark is needed. That I will take you as a part of the session. Only SQL is needed. That I will take you as a part of the session. You need not learn something, okay, separately. To understand, to take off the thing, that is enough. So that I will share it. That's not a problem.
Okay, thank you.
Sir,
So
I'm
that's
new to PySpark. Okay, from basics you will teach the PySpark or advanced level. From advanced level you
no,
will
from the
start.
basics only I will teach the PySpark.
Okay.
From the basics I'll start up. Parallelly, I'll take it. First of all, I'll take you the PySpark, the basics, and how that is used, at which level it is used in the Databricks, that I will tell you. And parallelly, we'll see some example on the same. So it's not like, ma'am, it's not like, we see commands individually. You don't expect the things in an individual way. See, I will tell you, suppose you have to, I want to use like this print line. Yes, you want to use a print line. Am I right? Print line 3. So what is print? What is line ln stands? What is the shortcut of this? That I will tell you basically. And the line number 3, how to print the 5th line, 6th line, just basic things I will tell you. And on this, we will see some, the live scenario also. That is one example we can see. Okay, that is called as a case study. So we will see the case study parallelly on this. Okay. So that's the way of our things going on. So moreover, if you want some more details about my teaching pattern and what are the things we have many videos on the YouTube. You can stream it. Okay, you'll get the overview idea as well till then. And about the contents, what are the contents we cover it here. So guys, I will give you my website. So this is the website, you have it. Apart from the the DurgaSoft website, you have my website, this one. Okay, this is my web page where you can find everyone, where you can find it, my detailed content brochure, what I will be covering it as a part of this session, guys. This is the website. I have already posted the website as well. Okay, guys, so you can refer this one. And this is my phone number as well. Here you have it.
So for project specific, do we need like anything we have to?
Project, anyways, I will tell you now the project. Which project perspective wise you are asking?
Like I'm from different background, like Java and all, and from like my domain is like banking and all. So on that, probably like I wanted to go with this banking domain. So like
Vertical doesn't matter whether you go with the
okay,
banking or whether you go with the life science background or whether you want to go with any other domain. Okay, it makes no difference basically. If you
like
are well versed with the domain, then application of technology on the domain will be easier. That's the thing. Okay.
yeah,
Few options, obviously. See, if you know that car driving, you can drive any car. Only few features and few options will change. That's it. That is same. Okay, anyways. So that's it here, guys, for the day here. And we'll continue tomorrow, the same time. Okay. And the same link. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the session. Bye bye. Any other questions for me? Thank you.
Thank you.